Street Level Hero is having a huge sale this week, and it's going to be buy 3, get 3 for any of their 2020 exclusives. You don't need to use the code GemMint or anything like that because the discount is already built in, so take advantage of their sale and pick up any of their variants from 2020. What's going on, Geminites? GemMint here with another double unboxing. We have 2 X-Men statues by Diamond Select Toys. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a statue unboxing. We're going to start with Rogue here. You can see that she has this nice art box. It shows the statue on the side. And of course on the inside you have the styrofoam. Now this is an older statue, so the styrofoam is not as sturdy or strong as some of the newer pieces. Kind of got styrofoam everywhere in the room. This is number 959 out of 3,000 made. It's traditionally sculpted by Claiborne Moore, and this is an older piece. It was released back in 2016, so they didn't have the technology that they have here today, and it's going to show a little bit of its age. Anyway, we're going to lift the roof off of this thing. Got some tape stuck here, but that's all right. And this is all one piece. We're going to start at the base. It's got a similar base to the Electra that we reviewed. That's like that green marble type of look. It's got this bronze sub base, which mine looks like it has a nick in it. Here goes the bottom of the base. Nothing too flashy, just the edition size and everything. And then you have this blue kind of wave, and I guess that's supposed to show that she's floating or flying. I don't really like it because, you know, she doesn't create water or anything. I guess it's supposed to be air. Anyway, we have some styrofoam on her. Now, the anatomy, the sculpt looks pretty good. This is not really a realistic look. It's somewhere in between like the animated series look, the comic book look, a bit cartoony. But I think the sculpt on the jacket looks really good. It almost looks like it's real leather, but it's all sculpted. The paint job on her costume, it's a little shiny, but you have the green and yellow costume and then her portrait, which doesn't have a lot of paint applications on the face. It's really just one solid color with big kind of anime looking eyes. Now her right hand does have some green gunk in it. I don't know what that's all about. But the hair is sculpted pretty good. It's got some movement to it. Got some nice texture for the strands. Like I said, her leather coat looks real. The folds on the back look good. And then we'll move on over to Psylocke so you can see her art box. And I remember seeing this one at Think Geek a lot, and I always liked it. Her on top of this rooftop. You got the flaming arrows hitting it. And this styrofoam, even though this is only a year older, this was released in 2017, it's more of that traditional white styrofoam, that harder styrofoam. Let's take a look at the COA here. So this one is number 1,691 out of 3,000. And this one was sculpted by Alejandro Pereira, who has done a lot of sculpting in his time with XM Studios, with fan art pieces. So that's a familiar name there. All right, lifting up the box. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, looks like this is all one piece as well. Let's get her out of the plastic here. Be careful not to break anything. All right, here we go. So the base has a lot going on. You have like 3 different distinct textures. You have the wood on the top. You have this kind of stone on the bottom and this drywall on the middle that's cracked and actually weathered where you can see the wood underneath it. So that looks really good. Here we have a different type of material. You have the translucent resin for the fire, which is a nice touch. So you have a big chunk of it there. Let's take a look at the bottom of the base really quick. Here we go. And then you have some of that resin as well, smaller flames going on the back of the base here. But you have the shingles of the roof, and you can see Psylocke here is standing on top of the roof. So she has her traditional 90s Jim Lee costume. She's got her Psy blade in her hand, which is also like a resin type of material. And then her portrait. So again, there isn't really a lot of difference in the paint applications on the face. It's a little bit of a flatter paint job, but it's a smaller scale piece, and we're looking at it up, really close. She has her sash, the red sash on the back with the X buckle. That looks good. Her purple hair, that's done pretty well. You got those strands and good paint applications with the black and the purple. So that looks good. And I think there's some good detail on the rooftop base as well. All right, so I know that close-ups can be a little unforgiving on these smaller scale pieces, so let's zoom back a little bit and see what they look like in person. And you got to keep in mind the price point on these guys. Psylocke right now on Amazon you can buy for $120, Rogue $150. They're smaller scale pieces. Psylocke, for example, she's just shy of 12 inches, and then Rogue you have is 13 inches. So smaller scale pieces, a more affordable price point, so they're not going to have the same high detail that you see in these $500 to $1,000 statues that I normally review. So that is both of them. Me personally, I like the Psylocke one more. I'm not really that big of a fan of the Rogue statue. Psylocke, obviously sculpted by Alejandro Pereira. He's a very talented sculptor. I mean, Claymore is as well, but I like the pose on the Psylocke. I like the intricate details of the building, and I like on the Psylocke statue how they use different materials with the translucent resin, the resin that's in her hand for her psionic blade, and then of course the paint applications to give you that rooftop scene. Let me know what you think about Rogue and Psylocke in the comments below. Like I said, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We're going to announce a 25K subscriber giveaway real soon, but you just don't want to miss any unboxings, comic book reviews, or omnibus hauls. If you guys are looking to support the channel in any other ways, you can join our membership program by hitting the join button next to the subscribe button. We have 3 different tiers which will give you a gem next to your name whenever you comment on a video or a live stream. You'll get early access to videos and be entered into monthly gem crate drawings. We also have our Teespring page that has all types of merch, a lot of great designs that are in t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, hoodies, and even face masks. And I know I mentioned Street Level Hero in the beginning. Like I said, they're having a buy 3 get 3 sale going on this whole weekend. You don't need to use the code GemMint. The discount is already built in, and that's going to be for any 2020 variants. Now, if you're going to pick up any new variants from 2021, make sure to use the code GemMint to save 10%, and you can use that code anytime you shop. It's not just a one-time per use. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching, but don't go anywhere. Check out my other statue unboxing and reviews, and stay minty fresh. Peace.